Hey art nerds! So today we're going to be penciling and inking the cover for the bonus Naomi chapter. I'm going to do the majority of this in time-lapse because it's very straightforward. In our last tutorial we did waterproof borders. The materials you're going to need for the first part of this demonstration are a lead pencil. It can be a mechanical pencil, it can be a wooden pencil. What we're just trying to do is we're just trying to tighten up things, fix mistakes, make it look like a more cohesive whole before we ink. So I recommend something with a harder lead, as softer leads like bead leads can have a bit of a resist effect to brush pins and may not have the coverage that you desire. So if you're penciling and going to ink on top of it, I recommend something harder. We also have a selection of erasers, and you guys will probably see me pull out even more erasers as this tutorial progresses. So I have here the cover. You guys can see the printed blue lines. That was also covered in the last tutorial. So I don't really think there's a whole lot more I need to cover. Let's just go ahead and dive in. So now that I've tightened up our pencils, I'm going to begin inking, and for this, because I'm going to watercolor over it, I want to use something that is waterproof, and I'm using brush pens because brush pens are very easy to use. They don't create a lot of mess. You can even use them on the go if you need to travel while you're working on your comics. So brush pens are a really great option. I might also opt to grab some technical pens like Sakura Microns or Copic Multiliners. These are just fixed width pens. They are capable, depending on what size they are, like this is a 02, so very, very thin, fine lines, all the way to thicker lines like the 0.5 or the 0.5 and the 0.8 you guys saw me using in the last tutorial. So for the most part, I'm going to be using Sakura of America Pigma FB pens. These are some of my favorite pens, and I've talked about them in a few of my watercolor videos. I may also opt to grab a Pigma BB just because this is a larger illustration and the lines these make are pretty small. So I'm just going to go ahead and start inking. I do have other inking walkthrough videos if you're looking for something that's a little bit more step by step. Inking with brush pens like this, the really, really fine point ones, it's much easier to learn how to ink decently well with this than it is to learn how to ink with one of the individual bristled ones like the Pentel pigment brush pens. You guys saw me use this a lot during Inktober last year. They're a lot of fun to use. In fact, I'll probably have it off to the side just in case, but I'm going to try to get away with using just the finer one, and if I need something larger, I'll switch over. Okay guys, so I think that's about it. Everything has been inked for this cover. I'm going to let this dry for at least 24 hours before I even attempt to erase the pencils. And when I do erase, I'm going to use something really soft. This is a Moo eraser, and using a softer eraser like this or a white vinyl eraser is going to help prevent ghosting. Ghosting is when the inks lift up off the page and sort of leave a gray layer beneath. So in the next tutorial, I will show you guys how to do this, except on a comic page. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this has been useful, helpful, and informative for you guys, perhaps even inspiring. I have loads more comic tutorials here on this channel and over at nattasoup.blogspot.com in my Intro to Comic Craft series, so I really recommend you guys head on over and check those out. I also have loads of inking tutorials as well as watercolor tutorials, so if you're interested in either of those, stick around. If you are not a subscriber yet, how come? Why not? Hit that subscribe button, make sure you click that bell notification, and that way you will never miss an update. So hopefully I will see you guys again really soon with another awesome comic and art tutorial. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye guys!